So tip number 1 is to have the correct resources. So this can be a laptop, a tablet, anything that you can access the technology that you want to use. The second thing you probably need as well is some headphones. So having a good pair of headphones can allow the people that you're trying to talk to hear you properly and you to hear them properly. So the first ones are my black headphones. I would not really recommend these. And the second ones are these pink headphones, which I would recommend because it has a microphone on it and they can hear you better. I would just say that. Also, I would also recommend something that's kind of wired, but also you can go wireless with the AirPods Pro, which I have, and these are really good at sound cancellation and being able to hear what the people are trying to say to you without having the background noise in the background. And they're also really good for a microphone, and whenever I do have calls with the AirPods Pro, people do say that my voice is very clear and they understand what I am saying. The only thing I would say, you have to charge the case and you have to charge the AirPods, so that's the only downside that I would say. So the next thing that you would also need if you're doing online teaching is a planner or a journal. So I have a bullet journal, and if you've watched all of my other videos, I'll also link down below any of my other bullet journal videos to help you. I'm also going to probably put out another video about planning weekly in my bullet journal and daily and these kind of things, so stay tuned for those kind of videos. So right now I'm going to just show you how my weekly is, but I'm probably going to show you in another video how I actually set this out, so bear with me with that. So this would be something that is really essential if you're teaching online. So if you teach online, you will have certain slots that you will be doing. So this depends on the school, obviously. Some schools have pre-recorded videos, some schools actually do live sessions, so this will be really helpful for you to actually know, okay, Monday I'm doing this, okay, Tuesday I'm doing that, okay, Wednesday I'm doing that, and so on and so forth. And you could also add it as your planning as well. So if you have planning that you need to do for, let's say, next Monday, you can do it Sunday. You can have like something here and say that I'm going to do that on Sunday, and just keep track of what you need to do. So the next thing that you will possibly also need is a daily schedule. So you could either do this on like an actual calendar kind of thing, or you could actually also do this on a whiteboard. So for instance, today is Monday and I'm teaching 1 hour lesson of maths today, and that's going to be at 10 o'clock. So if I'm going to do that, I could say Monday teaching schedule. So you could write here. So you can write Monday teaching S, and then you could say Monday teaching S. I said I'm teaching a maths lesson at 10 o'clock. So I could say maths 10. And this could be an hour lesson, so this could be 10 to 11. So you can just write 11 a.m. But I know that between the times, if I'm actually going to be starting work and doing other things, obviously if you're doing online learning, it might be quite fragmented. So I would say between 9 and 10, I'm probably going to be doing some other work. So I would say probably planning other lessons. So I could have lesson planning. So we could have that there at the top from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Or you could have it until 9:45 and then have time to kind of like prepare yourself depending on what you want to do. And then let's say I don't have another lesson I'm doing until, let's say, 1 o'clock, or I would say like 1:15, because one of the schools I was working in, they started their afternoon lessons at 1:15. So I could say I'm going to be teaching a science lesson at 1:15. So I could write, so between 11 and 1:15, I can be doing lots of different things. So I could say between 11 and 12, I'm going to do some tasks. So I could write like tasks, and I could write that from 11 to 12. So this is going to be PM now. And then from 12 to 1:15, I could have my lunch, or I could have something else I'm doing. So I'm going to just say lunch, because I do like to have an hour of lunch. So we could have lunch. That's from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And I'm not going to say 1:15 because obviously you probably need that time to prep and just to get yourself ready for the next lesson. So I could just write prep, and then that will be from 1 p.m. to 1:15 p.m. And then we've got our science lesson, and that will be from 1 p.m. 1:15 to possibly an hour lesson. So I'm just going to say 2:15 because sometimes you have guided reading or some kind of reading in the afternoon just to get the children back down and just get them ready for home time. So possibly I could just say an hour. So I could say 2:15, and let's say that is it for me today. So I don't have any more lessons I'm actually teaching. I might not be doing anything that harsh or that that much that day. So that could be my Monday. So then I know that from 2:15, with me, I like to say, okay, 7:30 is the time that I kind of stop doing any work. So then I will just probably plan the rest of the stuff that I want to do. So that might be tasks, that might be my own stuff I'm doing, anything else would be from here all the way to like 7:30 p.m. So this is like a schedule. So it's good to have a schedule so you know exactly what you're doing that day. This can be on a whiteboard, this can be in your bullet journal, this can be on a piece of paper. You could have like a table, like a weekly table, which I'm probably going to also have if I do start my online or I'm in the school. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just going to be having a table of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just having what lessons I'm teaching, so I just know exactly what I'm doing, and it helps you to stay on task and have the nice prep time for you to catch up with anything that you need to do. So make sure that you take some tips from this. Obviously it might not be everyone's thing that they like to do, but also comment down below if you do have any other tips and tricks that I haven't actually talked about in this actual video. So make sure you comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and I will try to bring content 2 times a week. So continuing on with the video, another thing that you probably want to have is like a notepad. So this can be a plain piece of paper or this could be a book. So while the lesson is going on, I would say try to take notes as well as you're going on. This could be on your actual lesson plan that you've printed off next to you, or this could just be on a scrap piece of paper, and make sure you keep these and you don't throw them away by accident. So this just could be just things that children might say they like about your lesson or they don't like about your lesson, anything else that maybe each child has learned or a certain group of children have learned. So you could have your basically able learners and less able learners. So you could say, well, the less able learners today probably didn't do this correctly, so next time this is what I'm going to do. And you can write it while you're actually, so let's say they're doing an activity that you've told them to do for a while, and you just have a little time to just quickly write down a little bit of notes on how it's going so far, so you just know for next time what you need to do. And also if you need to feed back to parents, for my online tutoring job, at the end of the session we always feed back to the parents what the child has been doing in the actual lesson. So you can have that paper, so when it comes back to the parents and you say, well guys, this is what we did today, blah blah blah, or you feed back to your class teacher, this is what happened today, da 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 da. You just know exactly who was really struggling or who was really doing really well, and you just know how to plan your lessons for next time or approach your sessions for next time. So this can go for online tutoring or online teaching. So the next thing I would say is be proficient with the technology that you use. So for instance, when I showed Teams, it shows when you're in a call, it looks like this. You can go to the chat box and type in whatever you want to type in. This will be helpful for your participants who are watching you. You can go to the participants part to see how much participants you have and see their profile. You can also type in any participants you want to add to the actual call. You can share your screen using the share bar. And you can also put your hand up, they can put their hand up, and you can see it on Teams. You can also use the camera, the microphone, and the audio button, and then you hang up with that kind of hang up call thing. So So at the beginning of the session, make sure that you set ground rules and you showcase a motivated and encouraging attitude. So this can basically be being uplifted and also telling them, put your hands up if you need help, use the chat box, and so on and so forth. The next thing is, during the session, take advantage of the resources that you have, such as using the chat box to check in, make sure you're looking at the chat box, maintain eye contact, so even if they don't have their cameras on, stare straight at the screen so they can see you. Be clear as possible with your voice so that they understand what you're saying, and also give them time to unmute themselves and answer the questions. So this may take longer than if you were face to face. So at the end of the session, it's really good to have a clear summary, review your learning objectives, and also thank them for their time. This will be a really good opportunity to have a conversation with the parents if they are there, to tell them what they have done and how well each child has also shown during the session. It's really good to have a good feedback opportunity, and also to get feedback from the children so you know what to do next time. If you've made it to end this video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment underneath this video. What other tips do you think I'm missing? Thank you so much for watching.